Miz Mooz shoes.
Good.
So I have been addicted since the very first day they showed up to QVC, and this New York City brand and their European leathers became a huge hit around here because not only are they comfortable shoes, it is mega watt style. So if you are looking for that like boot that is practical and everyday and you don't need a special occasion to wear it, but something about the boot that you're wearing to somebody's house, to work, to a weekend getaway, there's something about your boot that looks so upscale, so elevated. It's because you splurged and you went Miz Mooz. And they're so durable. You know, one fall boot this year means you'll have this boot in your closet for 5, 10, 15 years.
No. It is a loved season after season. Get the 10, 15,000 steps in a boot like this because it's made well. That's the Miz Mooz difference.
Well, this one's a new style today, so we're going to walk you through the details with the help of our guest in a minute. But I want to call out the price and go over colors with you real quick because Miz Mooz and their really high quality leather, sometimes their boots can be up and over $200. For example, this Suzy style will one day be $200. Ooh. It's exclusive to QVC right now, and today's the day that we have the lower price point. In fact, only today. So if you want to say goodbye to $200 and say hello to $157, we can do that until midnight with free shipping and handling and a payment as little as $31 and change. So this color number one, it's never been seen before. It's brand spanking new. It's called linen.
Oh,
so like almost like a creamy white, right?
But there's still that slight burnishing too, so it doesn't feel like this harsh. And then the black sole makes it really wearable into fall, transitioning, and then even the winter months.
I love that. Now here is your navy option. So this is what Allie's gonna wear. This is our sapphire. I knew I didn't say the right word.
Yeah.
Sapphire, but think of it as navy.
It's beautiful.
Classic colors up here. So this is your traditional black. I mean, black tights and black dresses and black skirts and holiday looks to classic, you know, t-shirts and leather jackets.
Ooh, so perfect.
It's very popular tonight, by the way. I love their dark brown. So this one we refer to as hazelnut. That's what I'll be wearing this evening. Also very, very popular. And then let me direct your attention to Merlot. Every fall season, you know, fall wine colors are so important. And this one's that classic Merlot color. Again, you only get the price today. And then do know we have medium and wide footbeds. And QVC, go us, we're the only retailer who can give you a wide width when it comes to Miz Mooz shoes. Nobody else can do that for you.
And we go up to size 43 in European sizing.
Which is AKA a 12.
Yeah.
Awesome. So without any further ado, I've already lost our champagne.
Christy!
Hi, that's okay.
We'll give you hugs and kisses.
I'm good. I'll take
You're
hugs.
probably
and
tired.
kisses
at this
I know.
point,
I
right?
shouldn't be.
It's so good to have you part of the show.
It's good to see you guys. Thanks for having me.
Well, Christy Turner represents this beloved shoe brand, Miz Mooz. So before we kind of talk specifics using our brand new Today Special Value, can you just teach everybody about Miz Mooz? Because Allie and I were raving and ranting. I mean, it is prestige shopping here.
It is awesome. I mean, this is a father and son company out of Lower Manhattan. It's still a family-owned business, which I absolutely love. And really, honestly, it was this great New York brand where they have offices. Actually, we're pulling up the father and son duo here. This is Jacob and Ron. They're about 10 minutes outside of their offices in northern Italy. You can just see by the landscape alone the inspiration behind the colorways of the collections. Honestly, they knew they had access to these gorgeous leathers all throughout Europe, these ethically sourced leathers, and they have this design team that designs them in such a way that they're so approachable and they're so timeless and so classic. But then they also wanted you to have infinite wearability. They wanted you to be able to take them out of the box, put them on your feet, not have a break-in period, be able to go all day long. And that really is the experience that you get with a Miz Mooz investment.
Well, this is our new style. Every year you do something fun for us for fall. And I so appreciate that you do the ankle shaft so we can style it a little bit more with our looks.
Totally.
But it does go back to like the leather story and all the details with this particular shoe.
Honestly, we looked at what we do best, the DNA of the brand, which is the smooth leather, the burnishing details, the embossed leather that you see going up the shaft, the ruching of that leather, the hammered hardware. This really plays into the entire vibe and feel, I think, of a good Miz Mooz boot. So if you've never tried the brand before, it's the perfect place to start. That all combined with a rubberized outsole. I mean, this is just amazing flexibility, great heel height on this. I feel like this makes it so approachable and wearable.
It's an inch and 1/8.
Yeah, isn't that out awesome? I mean, just a little bit over an inch. So this is where you get to really play and wear it with so many different things, which is when you make this investment in this boot, you're going to be wearing it season in and season out. And we've been talking that, you know, the ankle boot now has kind of gotten its warm weather moment. We're seeing it now with more dresses and more skirts and shorts. And so this is a now shoe that is going to transition you into the fall and winter months for sure.
Well, and I love to just kind of go through how you get into them. So the zipper is on the inside. Yeah. So you'll basically unzip them. For me, I mean, I don't have anything against laces on a boot, but I have a combat boot from a few seasons ago.
And how often do you wear it?
It's a thought. It's a thought.
Yeah, I did wear it a lot, but like the laces would come undone, and I could never get in quick and out quick. So I appreciate that this is a zipper, and then the zipper is hiding on the inside of the shoe.
Absolutely, such ease. You had a pretty leather pull there on the zipper as well, so that design detail plays into it. We even gave you a pull tab on the back of the boot. The collar on this is actually nice and wide. There's not a tight collar on it, so it's not an ankle boot that's really going to hug your ankle. You're going to have that great movement. So if you do want to do, let's say, a heavier sock, you can do that. But getting into it, you're going to have the micro fleece liner all throughout.
So I don't have socks on. Do you guys?
Nope.
Yeah, we're all sock free.
I felt like that was a slumber party question. No. But you know what? It's because of the quality leather. A lot of times you might wear a sock to give you that break between the edge, but nothing is going to rub or be harsh against your ankle or against your skin. It just gives you that really beautiful finished look. I mean, the fact that this is a $200 boot that you get for $157 and it's shipping to you for free, that you will wear season after season. I mean, right out of the box, you transition into it now.
And whether you have a skirt on or a dress on, you know, you've got your leathers and your suede jackets on, or you're just hanging out in t-shirts, because we've got those in the show tonight. It's a practical shoe, since it's not this giant heel, since it's not this tall shaft. Why don't we do this? Can we go to the size chart?
Oh yeah, that'd be
and
great.
Christy, have you explain how everybody converts to the European size?
Absolutely.
And then maybe you and I and Allie could go through the colors again and have everybody kind of learn a little bit more about them.
Oh, sounds good. Very easy to convert to European sizing. You just go down the left-hand side of our chart to find your U.S. size, and you'll go to the right to find your European size. Because we offer this exclusively in wides here at QVC, where we have a little bit of an overlap in the 9 and the 9.5, I would say if you're on the smaller side of the 9, a shorter side of the 9, stick with the 39, a little longer, jump up to the 40. You can do the same with the 9.5. And we were so excited to be able to offer Suzy in a size 12, which is a 43 European size. We don't have 43s in the majority of our collection, so if you're looking for that, please don't wait on it, because this is a great opportunity.
Awesome. And then, you know, don't forget, if you ever fear that you're not ordering the right size, QVC does free exchanges. We have an amazing return policy. You'll get these within a few days, but you have 30 days to decide whether they work out for you or not. And I always appreciate that Miz Mooz, again, your boots are so good about like easing us into fall. I'm sure later on, come like November and December, there might be one that like screams winter.
Right.
But this particular look, Ellen's showing skin. I know, it's scandalous, it's an angle. But like and Brenda's got, you know, the whole calf and the shin. So like if you want to just kind of put a boot on with shorts and with crops, I could roll my jeans up even higher. This is the boot that allows you to do that. Now let's talk about these colors while we have a $31 easy pay to bring this shoe home. And again, a huge discount, where when retail starts to show these later on, you're going to pay $42 more. Right now you pay $42 less. So we'll start with Merlot. Every year, I said this, there's like a wine color that we love in fall, but yours, it's like a good glass of wine. I don't really drink expensive wine, but when I have seen a nice glass of red, there's these undertones, these deeper tones. And that's what I see here in Merlot.
Well, I love the fact that you have a deep tone like Merlot, but yet you can still really appreciate that burnishing. You can still see those highs and lows. I mean, honestly, I think the black is the only choice where you can't see that, which I think is really cool. And that's how, like, when you see the way leather takes color, no two pieces of leather are ever the same, so your burnishing's never going to be the same. You two could each buy your own individual Merlot.
It's like gemstones.
And the burnishing's going to be different.
Awesome.
Which is very cool. But yeah, great tone, especially if you already are packed with brown boots in your wardrobe. I always say, like, shift to the right a little, go with the Merlot.
Well, that's a neutral way to do a color.
Yes, it is. And I was thinking, you know, with that 3-pack of t-shirts that we have.
Gosh, the new rust combination.
Yes, or even like Merlot looks great with black. It looks great with browns. It looks good with gray and white. Like, it really does work.
With greens.
True.
Oh, I love
I actually back and
that.
forth tonight. I was like, do I do the Merlot or do I do the sapphire blue?
Well, then tell everybody what you did decide to do ultimately, which was the
Sapphire blue, which
so
is
what do
right
you think
here.
on that
So
color?
going for more all blue.
Absolutely denim friendly. And I love the fact that you actually wore it because I feel like it plays with every shade of denim. I've done it with lighter denim. I like it with darker denim. It just works. And when we consider the blue, the sapphire, a fashion color, but again, I'm with you. I think it plays like a neutral.
Yeah, it's really pretty. So that's the sapphire blue. If you're a denim lover, grab that one. I'm kind of crushing on the new linen.
So this is fantastic.
a
I don't
goodie.
know, I said cream earlier because I think of linen and I think of sometimes the classic summertime linen pant. And that's
little more
tan,
beige.
right?
Yeah,
That's tacky.
yeah.
And that's not what this is.
No, this definitely has more of a vanilla vibe. It's funny, it's like you could play with hints of like a beige or hints of a gray, but really it plays with the beautiful winter white.
It looks expensive. I mean, the shoe is not $20, don't get me wrong. I know $157, you know, you have to consider that price point. But it's worth it, especially when you see that linen. I mean, it is something that you would find in the New York City boutiques and the high-end department stores. If we went, you know, to Europe and we were able to buy a leather shoe, this is what you would see, and at $200. But at QVC today, it instead is $157.
Ooh.
All right, so now the classics. You've got hazelnut in your hand.
I've
I'm
got
obsessed.
hazelnut,
You're wearing
yeah.
it. Just you and I are wearing it, but it's one of the most popular colors right now.
Which I'm not surprised about. Great neutral. Hazelnut, we introduced it, I want to say last year. So it's a newer color in our line, but if you know Miz Mooz, you know our brandy tone. Brandy will have a little bit more of an orange base, where this has that true nutty brown, just true brown, but stunning. I mean, the burnishing on this is like amazing.
really
Gives a little
is.
southwestern a little bit. I love the play, the vibe that you can get from each different boot depending on which colorway you go. Very, very pretty.
But even like with Amy's head-to-toe look with the Joan Rivers plaid, I think they work perfectly.
I think they do too, and it's not like this particular orangey brown matches that deep hazelnut.
Doesn't need to.
But they blend and they collide together, and that's really what fashion's about now. You don't always have to match, you just have to get along with, and they're all getting along with each other.
Yes.
All right, then black. I mean, if
Hello, New
ever
York.
there was a season to get the black boot, it's the fall and winter season, right?
Agreed, agreed. And I think this is like that true New York black boot. Love it so much. I feel like the strap and the buckle even plays moto, if that's the vibe you like, which I think is very cool. But again, because we've done that embossed leather, you're not getting just a plain black boot. You're getting interest in detail and texture, which I think is very cool.
I mean, there's an over $40 price difference when you shop today. You can wait till other retailers have it. You can wait till later in the fall when the leaves are on the ground and the cider's in the hand and, you know, all the summer heat is gone. Or you can get them now knowing that you will not just want them, but you will need them. I mean, I even love the traction on the bottom. I mean, Allie and I have little ones. Christy, yours are probably like teenagers now.
Two
More?
are in college.
What?
Yes, I have
Wow.
a junior and a sophomore in college.
Oh
How did
my-
that
so
happen? But I
you're
do have a
kinda-
high schooler. My son is a sophomore, going to be a sophomore.
Well, I was thinking about like all the activities that we do with the little ones, but I
Yes.
bet yours are like homecoming more. Like that's exciting for them.
Yes, that's very exciting. Actually, I think we have a photo. They had me send in a lifestyle shot. I was wearing this boot, and this is my baby.
that's
This is
your
when the girls
baby.
started to leave me. I was like, I need to refill the house.
Aw.
So this is Hoagie. But yeah, this is us.
Hoagie's smiling, by the
He's
way.
smiling. Oh no, he wins the
Hoagie
shot.
smiles.
It's all about Hoagie.
That is so
He
cute.
made his debut on QVC when he was 8 weeks old. When I was on a TSV Zoom with Jane Tracy, he made, so every time I'm on shoe shopping, she's like, where's my photos of Hoagie? I need more Hoagie. So we made sure to include him in the
That's
fun
so
for
sweet.
today.
Well, think about that. I mean, I know a lot of times we put a sneaker on to walk the dog, right? But you looked very stylish. Maybe that's what you put on because you're going to go to
Yeah.
dinner afterwards.
It's exactly
and
what we
instead of having to
did.
put a sneaker on
Yes.
for the 10-minute walk and then go put your boot on, like this is the boot
Right.
that you can live in.
Exactly. My husband and I went into town. It was a beautiful night. We took the dog. We ate outside. It was just easy living.
It's a shoe you walk in. We went to Europe last summer. I packed Miz Mooz. I actually bought Miz Mooz specifically for the trip.
Wow.
So that I could pack it a carry-on, not bring a ton of different shoes. And we had one day in Paris?
Oh, that sounds like a good book. One Day in Paris.
One Day in Paris. 37,000 steps in my Miz Mooz.
Oh.
I mean, my feet weren't hurting. And the next day, I put on my Miz Mooz again.
And
I mean,
I'm
that's
willing
the
to bet
quality.
your
I
shoe
still have
didn't
them.
fall apart. Like,
No.
yeah, I was going to say, you could do another One Day in Paris this year in that same shoe.
Yeah, completely. And I own Miz Mooz boots. They wear beautifully. It's worth the price of admission because Amy, you mentioned earlier, it's not a $20 boot. It's made differently, right? It has a different, think about like a luxury car versus, you know, a compact car. It has a different ride to it.
Yeah.
And you feel it every single step while still looking so stylish.
Well, and can I just get one more good, really nice close-up of the boot? And then we'll go through sizes and colors again. But I know that sounds silly. It's not like when they get home, you're going to squeeze the boot and manipulate the boot. You're going to climb into